Hi there, I'm Sarah Phelan. I'm a business strategist, coach, and former business broker. Based in Atlantic, Canada, I have been working with entrepreneurs for over 14 years in the consulting and coaching space. But I was the entrepreneur first. And, I wanted to share with you my passion about entrepreneurship and give you a little bit of a scope of where my entrepreneurial journey has led me. I started off my business career working in telecom as a corporate trainer, sales, customer service, leadership training for frontline supervisors and staff on how to deal with communication and working with people and a lot of irate customers. Nobody calls the phone company when they're happy. Interestingly enough, I ended up in Atlantic, Canada, in a really small town where there wasn't a lot of opportunity for me to work. So I built my dream. My mother had said to me, "You've always wanted to have an outdoor store, Sarah." I worked in outdoor stores and high-end specialty retail operations in Banff and in Victoria for many years. And coming, into a space where there's, a definite lack of opportunity and places to shop that I wanted to buy gear, I made one. It was amazing. It was everything I ever dreamed of. Except 5 years later, the likes of Bass Pro and Cabela's were moving into my space. I had 2 children under the age of 5. And I had a partner that worked away. So life and entrepreneurship weren't really running parallel for me. I made some really hard decisions after I had a conversation with a business broker. And when I spoke with them, it was exceptionally humbling. I didn't know what I had. I didn't know what I had to sell. I didn't know what it would look like. It was hard. And I had incredible mentors. I had a huge support system. I was a sponge. I was tapping in and pulling as much information as I could out of it. Anybody who would talk to me. But getting out of business was really difficult. And, at that point, mirroring what I had learned as a corporate trainer and then my experience in entrepreneurship, I really thought there had to be a better way. I became an ICF certified business and executive coach. And then I was approached by the business broker. And the brokerage had asked me to help them cover a territory here in southeastern New Brunswick. And I thought, wow, now that I'm a certified business coach and I have all this experience and I know how to get out of business because I've just gone through it, this could be really something I can get behind. I hated it. It was terrible. I was having the exact same heartbreaking conversation with other entrepreneurs that I'd had with me. Nobody calls a business broker when things are good. And everybody thinks their business is worth $1 million. And I was the one that had to tell them otherwise. So it wasn't comfortable. I did it. There are some challenging statistics around transition as well. 80% of businesses that do get listed don't even sell. I learned a lot more lessons about entrepreneurship after being an entrepreneur. And through that time, I built a framework to help me evaluate businesses, diagnose where their issues are, and help them set themselves up for success so that they could fill in all those blanks. It will speed up due diligence. It will help with understanding their own policy systems and structure. And it'll increase their business value because a growth plan actually adds value to the business in the long term, especially if you want to sell it. All this said, I've spent 14 years working that same framework in growth, in helping entrepreneurs get themselves back on track. So my passion is doing just that, is getting people organized and helping them figure out what they have and what they need to do next. I don't have all the answers. I don't have all the answers at all. I've made a lot of mistakes, and I've seen a lot of other people make a lot of mistakes. But the idea is that we just have to keep going. We're always reinventing ourselves, and I know what questions to ask. And I also know how to keep things accountable. So for myself, corporate trainer, entrepreneur, certified business and executive coach, and then a business broker. I wouldn't change not one thing. Moving my products online and going digital to be completely remote, I'm ready for the next stage of whatever my entrepreneurial journey is going to be, and I'd love to include you in it.